Hey everybody, welcome to Tags. We are doing Amalgam Evening, the hardest publisher to ever name. But we've got a great round of artists with us this evening, old and new. So starting at the top left, we've got Mike Rooth.
Hey everybody.
Yeah, top right on the screen, we have Stephen King.
What's going on?
Lower left, we have Roberto. Now, Roberto, I didn't get a chance to ask you how you pronounce your last name, so how about you give it?
Just like the school, Duque.
Duque. Oh, okay. See, I was going to put like more of a Q spin on it. So, all right. So, Roberto Duque, and then we have the easiest name to say, Brandon Mackintosh, in the lower.
Hello.
So yeah. So we are doing Amalgam, and I don't even know what the guys are doing this evening. So we will do a quick little round robin and find out if they know. So, Mike, what do you got going on this evening?
I have two ideas. The first one is of the mashup of Thor and Orion, a horribly named Thorion, which it actually makes my brain hurt just to say it out loud. But you know, there's a red color scheme to his character, and I had some red paper, and I thought that might be a fun thing to play with. And I also have another idea, which isn't officially DC Marvel Amalgam. It was just something Danny and Harold had mentioned earlier about mashing up Red Sonja with Scarlet from G.I. Joe, and just trading kind of gloves and colors and things like that. And I think it's going to be just a little like 7x10 piece, but might be a fun one to do if I can knock out two today.
All right, so I got to ask, what would you name that character? Because if you name it Red Scarlet, I'm gonna have to punch somebody because that's just.
I think I was actually gonna call her Red Scarlet because it's so ridiculous. But yeah, there's a couple ways you could go. Scarlet Sonja. I mean, that's just kind of like,
yeah.
But Sonja Scarlet. I don't know.
Somewhere Stan Lee's ghost just got a boner for that,
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna start with one of these. I think I'm about to do this Thorion one first.
Yeah, I remember when we were talking about this last time. We had a better name for the character, and I can't remember what it was now.
A Thorion?
Yes, because it was so obvious that it should have been this other name, and now I can't remember what it was. But we'll circle back around to it. All right, Steve, what are you doing this evening?
I am doing Lobo Duck.
Nice.
The lovely combination of Howard the Duck and Lobo. So I was out of the comic game pretty much when Amalgam happened. I'm familiar with most of the more mainstream people, but when I researched and I saw this character, I was like, I got to take a crack at it.
Oh yeah.
Funnily, I was actually thinking about doing a Thorion piece with whatever they mix Darkseid and Thanos with. I forget what his name is.
Thanoside.
There you go. Yeah, right.
Ugh.
Kind of wanted to go a little bit more simpler tonight, so.
Yeah. All right, Roberto, what about you, man?
So I was jumping around ideas, and I kind of stopped at doing Shatter Starfire.
Oh, nice.
This is my debut on the show. I thought I'd do a sexy lady just to get everyone's attention, and yeah, go for that.
Wait, were you the one on Facebook that put the list for your Drawtober going to be Pouchtober with all the characters with pouches? Was that you?
I'm not doing Pouchtober. I'm doing Octurtle, so it's all TMNT every day.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw somebody put up Pouchtober, and that one made me laugh because all the characters were, every character you expect it to be, every Liefeld character plus, a couple of Batmans in there. But I was like, oh yeah, good stuff. All right, Brandon. Oh, Brandon, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm here, sir.
I put you on the spot there. What are you drawing tonight?
Okay, so originally I was going to go with the more obvious one, which would have been Dark Claw. That was my original plan, but I figured, okay, the chance of somebody else potentially doing that one because he's one of the more popular ones, so I scrapped that. And then once I found out that we were allowed to match whatever characters that we wanted, I figured, okay, so I'm going to go the '90s route, and I decided to mash Venom and Spawn. So spawn them.
Spawn
So
them.
I've already I've already got a stencil down here. This way I'm not sitting here for 2 hours just twiddling my thumbs trying to figure out what to do. So I've got that one. And then I figured, okay, if I have enough time, I'll go ahead and add this one. And I decided to mash Clown from Spawn and Carnage. So Clownage.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So work on these throughout the night.
Very cool.
Yeah. No.
Oh my.
Sorry, I was doing a quick little edit on screen. So, Brandon,
Strange not being able to watch everybody draw.
oh,
I'm
that's
just looking
true.
at my table. I'm so used to watching the screen.
So, Brandon, are you an artist by trade, or what is this like? Give me a little bit. I'm a hack and a fraud, so I did zero research this week. So, yeah, I figured,
I
what the
thought
hell,
you would
let's
have
do
found
it.
any research on me.
Let's go live and just show how much of a hack and fraud I am.
Okay. Arts by trade. I wouldn't exactly say that yet. I still have a long way to go. The majority of what I've been doing is either on the side or in my spare time. Mike's been instrumental to that, to be able to help me out. When he's able to. But for the most part, I just kind of draw on my free time if I have any, and then I just recently started getting into the blank comic covers, so I've been kind of mixing and matching around with those.
Very cool.
Either doing like pencils like this, or sometimes my original one was primarily watercolors. But I find that I'm gravitating more towards the more saturated looks when they're finally colored in.
Mm-hmm.
So been sticking with markers primarily for this one. Just debating how I'm going to color this, but anyway, to your question, I'm still fairly unknown. So this is definitely my first public appearance in this regard, not counting much like drawing at George Brown, which is where I was going primarily last year. So yeah.
Oh, is that where you went to school for art, or self-taught?
Yes.
I mean, is that what George Brown did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I was personally self-taught at first, and then I figured, okay, I should probably actually try and if I can apply this to like actual professional classes, let me at least try and elevate it that way. So I applied, actually got accepted, and then I just graduated last year. So now I'm just kind of take my time with this, and then hopefully if something happens, great. If not, that's okay. It's all part of the portfolio and all part of the learning experience for me. I value all of this. So thank you for having me on, by the way.
Oh, no problem. Hey, thanks for coming. Like, so we're happy to expand the the talent pool. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So Roberto, I'm gonna jump you with the same question. So like, what are you like? So I mean, I see you online a lot, and like, but are you like new into this? Like, where's your trade from?
I am a professional artist by trade. I've been professional-ish for about 15 years.
Cool. And where's most of your work been seen? Like, do you do corporate art? Do you do? I mean, like what? Again, hacking a fraud. Did no research. Oh shit! If you're talking, we're not hearing you.
Oh no, did it cut out again?
I think so. Yeah. Here, this hand was moving an awful lot for not making any noise.
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh, and he froze now too. Oh.
Roberta and I have the same birthday. That's a weird fact. It's yeah. That was something that we weirdly both figured out long ago when we first met, which I think was like at some Canadian show, some Comic-Con, might have been Calgary, many years ago. But yeah, he does awesome work, man.
Yeah, nothing, Roberto. Sorry. Yeah, like he did his profile piece for the cover that we're working on.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
looks so good.
It's killer. Yeah, I love it. That's gonna be such a fun piece, man.
I should have it done next week. I'm waiting on one
Right.
last person's art, but I won't call them out because they're on the same frame as you right now. So, hint, hint.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about? I'm not even a part of this. You're not waiting on me. I actually feel so bad about that. I didn't realize I was the last one. I thought I had more time.
Well, originally it was going to launch with the new season, but everybody was running late.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah, don't
I
worry,
shouldn't say
I'll
everybody
stop
because
that.
Paul deserves to be called out for having his stuff on a time. So.
Paul the Monster.
Mm-hmm.
That piece he's doing for the Frankenstein book
Frankenstein
is bananas.
is the thumbnail piece that Martin's been using for the promotion. Is that Paul's
Yep.
art? Jesus Christ! I was like, because I thought it was like a picture of a model or something. Because I was looking at
It's
that.
I know.
It's so good.
There's something so crazy 3D about it, but it his work is just so awesome. And what I love about that piece in particular is I mean, how many ways can you approach Frankenstein and still be original? And I feel like I've seen every kind of possible iteration of Frankenstein there is. And then a piece like that comes along and just really surprises me. Like the knit together flesh that started to yellow and turned to that kind of like, toenail color. You know what I mean? Like it's just, there's something so unbelievably visceral about the texture of the skin and everything on that piece. It's just a crazy piece. I love that piece. Yeah. Yeah, his tags piece that everyone's gonna see is it's pretty awesome too.
Yeah, but I love how he did like the soft focus, so it's a very shallow depth of focus. That's why I thought it was a macro photography of a figure or something.
Right.
It's so damn good.
I know. Yeah, I know. It looks like a weird photograph. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
And I believe that Kickstarter should be starting soon too, right?
Yeah, I think the sign up page is already out.
Yeah.
Already up rather, and yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 2 days, if I'm correct.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sorry, say again.
Yeah, I think the Kickstarter for that officially goes live in 2 days because I've been getting the notifications on YouTube with the
Oh, sweet.
vignettes that Martin's been filming.
Yeah, they're awesome, man. Yeah, hats off to Sam Agro. I'm not sure if he watches us on this show, but the stuff he did on that was awesome. The voice work and everything that he did, it's a pretty impressive production that they got together with that. Everyone's pitched in. I had to bow out of that particular book. I won't be in this one, like I was in the Dracula one. Just because I had a feeling things were going to be really busy when the artwork was due. But man, it's loaded with so many amazing artists. Like you got like just tons of wicked people in there. The Lashley piece that's coming is going to be crazy. Ken Lashley's piece. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to help Roberto get in here.
Oh yeah. No worries.
Still got nothing?
Oh wait, there you are. I think that was him, right?
Weird.
No.
I think so.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Yeah, there you are. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Hey, that's why the show is called what it's called. All right. So now, since you can actually talk and we can hear you, let's go back to you were talking about your professional artist for 15 years, I think you said?
15, yes.
Awesome. And
So-
go ahead.
You can see most of my stuff through like sketch cards and stuff through Upper Deck and Marvel.
Mm. Well, that's good to know. The next time you're
I've done
doing
some pieces through Printed in Blood.
Oh, nice.
I'm not familiar with that one.
They make awesome books, man. They make really great books. They were the ones who did a few years ago. Well, they do something awesome every year. They've done, I think, Stranger Things ones, but the one that I was a part of a few years ago was The Thing,
Cool.
John Carpenter's The Thing 35th anniversary book, and man, that was awesome. So yeah, they're a great place to do illustrations. Their books are beautiful. It's just nice to be a part of those things. Everyone should submit
definitely.
their work. Yeah, it's every artist listening should submit to Printed in Blood when they have these things come out. I think it's kind of invite only, but I think if you I don't think it's that hard to get invited to be a part of these.
Just let them know you're open for an invite.
Yeah, totally.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but it's they're great, man. Really high quality books. The only tragedy thing with the Thing book was it was actually so immense that when they made it possible for us to get print copies of it, the cost of shipping was so crazy high that no one could actually afford. Well, I mean, I couldn't. I can't speak for everybody, but it was going to cost like $40 each to ship each book.
Wow.
We could buy all the books we wanted at cost, but each one was going to cost $40 to ship. So it was just so ridiculous.
Cheaper to drive there and pick them up.
I got my one free copy, and I was like, "Thanks," you know, because that was all I could do. But I would have sold stacks of those things on my desk if I had been able to swing that, you know. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Roberto. Yeah, they're awesome. I just had to jump in because they're awesome people to do.
Oh yeah, totally. That's all good. Stack of them at my table just because I've been able to use my one company that I work with to use their shipping from the States, so it just gets onto a pallet and it comes up to Canada. So it's
beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice little cheat to get it up. But it's definitely worth it if you can.
That's clever, man.
If you can swing it somehow.
Huh.
So I take it that, just from now, you're up in Canada then too, Roberto?
Yep, I'm from Calgary.
Oh, okay.
You know Hugh, obviously, right? Hugh Rookwood?
Yep, he's up in Airdrie.
Yep. I just know that Calgary, even before he moved out there, Calgary,
like half an hour away from me.
Oh, nice, man.
That's not bad.
I just know Calgary's a super special show for Hugh. It has been like forever, you know, even before he moved out there. He was always at Calgary, and he always had this kind of cool spot. They had it every time he was there. But yeah. I just figured you'd probably run into it.
Yeah, oh yeah, I've met Hugh so many times. We've been to a bunch of the same shows together. I think the first time I met him, he was in the corner across from me. I think him and a couple guys came to my table and just started like complimenting my stuff and just was like, "Yo, this is really, really cool." And then we've always been friendly and always seen each other at shows and say hi. And it's just a shame, you know, with all this stuff that's happened, being stuck indoors. I haven't been able to say like, "Hey, yo, where are you at? Let's go out for some wings or something."
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to let me know next time you're doing cards, like for Marvel, so I can get one of your the select cards. Yeah, can I get a speedball from you? Or if you're doing DC, I'll get a Guy Gardner. So
he wants your APs, Roberto. He's going after your APs.
You see, I've got some premieres coming up pretty quick, so if you want one, just let me know.
Yeah, definitely. I got a small collection of those growing, so because I ran out of room for like original art, big art, so I started doing the little cards.
Yeah, I've got one set aside with a speedball on it for you. Eventually, I just set it aside for you. I haven't. I did my first set of cards in many years. Just this past, I guess it was May. I only did 10 cards, and yeah, I just that was enough, but to get me one artist proof card, and that was pretty cool. I haven't had one of those in a while, and people dig those. Collectors for those are crazy, crazy in a good way.
Yeah. I just like it now because I've got like the book that's, you know, you slide them all in. It's much easier to collect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I got one going for the Guy Gardner and one going for the Speedball.
Nice.
So Daniel, so what we got, or Dan, sorry, didn't see the last name. So we got Mike doing Thor Ryan, and that was even hard to say. That was just painful. I want to come up with a new name so bad.
It's just dreadful. Yeah. It's dreadful.
Why don't you go with like Orion's son or something?
See, it was something like
Odin's
that.
son.
It was something like that. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had
man.
one that was like, yeah, why didn't they just call him that instead? Like,
and then Steve is doing Lobo Duck up in the top right corner of the screen. Roberto in the bottom left corner of the screen is doing Shatter. No, not Shatterstar. That's the actual character.
Shatter Starfire.
Shatter Starfire. That's it. Thank you. And Brandon is doing Clownage.
Clownage. Yeah, Carnage and Clown. Yeah, Clownage.
Yeah, Clownage and Venom. And who's the mashup with Venom?
It was Spawn, so Spawn him.
Spawn. That's it. Okay.
Just going full on with the ridiculous names.
Oh, you tell us. Yeah, I mean, they did. Why not? We can do the same.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as Thor Ryan is canon, there isn't a worse name.
Stop saying that terrible word. God.
All right, I'm giving everyone ear cancer just by saying that name.
Oh man, I don't know what it is. It should have been so. Maybe it was awesome. I didn't read it. I really shouldn't be judging things I haven't read, I suppose. But my God, like, it's just. I mean, it's so perfect it hurts, and it's so. Yeah, it's so horribly perfect, is what it is.
Yeah,
basically.
The name was garbage, but that book was actually kind of cool because they went full on Kirby.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So really,
I was trying to figure out who the artist was.
Wasn't it Ramita Jr.?
I thought it was Ramita
so,
Jr.
Yeah,
kind of doing a Kirby kind of. It almost looked for a couple of frames. I was like, that almost looks like Dan McDade, but Dan's stuff has just got more. I don't know. Dan's got more going on. I think with his ink stuff like that. When he does that kind of Kirby stuff, he's awesome, man. I'd love to have him on the show one day. But yeah,
they were cranking those books out so fast. It wouldn't surprise me if they had, you know, like 2 artists per book, because, you know, I don't think they expected it to blow up as much as they did. So they did so many follow-ups on that series.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy has this weird. It's the weirdest part of his costume, which I don't understand, but it's he's got this kind of like cape deal that's attached from his forearm, elbow.
It's like fairy wings.
Almost like the old Spider-Man wings, like the web wings he used to give him, the Ditko style ones. But it just looks like he's trying to dry his ass off with a towel that's too small.
Dude, that was a straight up 90s thing. Because remember, a lot of characters had the arm drapes. Like, you know, Darkhawk, Guardians of the Galaxy. I forget the character name in that one. Had the arm drapes too. Man, yeah, it was just pouches and arm drapes, and, you know, and just wild amounts of rope and other, you know, tethered lines. It's like how Daredevil didn't like crash off the top of every cathedral and just kill himself every night was beyond me. Like when Quesada would draw him and all the amount of fucking cable that was around him, I'm like,
oh yeah,
he should be hanging like by a piñata from the top of that cathedral by the end of that swing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looked gorgeous, but the whole time, I'm like, this is not practical. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were doing the same shit with Batman. Like, he'd always have like this just fuck amount of loose, line in his offhand as he's swinging on the cable in his primary hand. And I'm like, that shit is just going to get so tangled up.
Oh, come on, man. What are you doing? You're rooting for the kids watching.
Well, I mean, honestly, I really want
you're taking the magic out of it.
But I want him to actually just eat shit on the next building just because he gets so tangled. And I would love it. I would absolutely love it. I would think it's the best thing. Like, and then him realize, okay, we gotta fix this. Time to make this a retractable. Yeah, it's like my favorite part of the last Batman movie, The Batman, and it's the most unrealistic thing when he gets into the flying squirrel suit and just eats shit into the overbridge. I want that. Like, that's my favorite GIF I have. I watch that over and over on a loop, and I wish they would have put like a harder ping in there, because I mean, his shit should have been done. I mean, the movie should have ended like black. Yeah. And that should have been the end of the movie, and we get another Batman movie and someone takes over, because he just, I mean, I don't know what they were thinking.
He realistically dies 4 times in that movie.
Oh yeah,
that was one of them.
Bomb
like
the
other
face.
one I remember that comes to mind is the the cable cut.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that absolutely would have killed him. All the metal he has in his suit, there's no way he didn't turn himself into a conductor.
Yeah, I mean, there's just the amount of meth that Batman takes a night, or because he can't do cocaine. I mean, he's a billionaire, sure, but he's not going to waste that much money on cocaine. He is just going bath salts and meth. I mean, he actually injects himself with we'll say adrenaline, but I'm pretty sure there's a healthy dose of meth in that adrenaline mixture. That was some bath salt cocktail shit, because he gets up and just wails on that Riddler wannabe guy so hard. I'm like, yeah, this is the true Batman. Just, I want him like on a stakeout, just like grinding his teeth, just waiting to pounce. Just so fucking strung out.
So good.
I didn't expect to be hearing about Metho Batman tonight, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's right. It's not the Batman we need, but it's the Batman we deserve. But I mean, every version of Batman is a straight up cokehead. This is just the only one that gave it to us on screen. There, he reaches into his pouch, rubs his gums. All right, I've driven that joke. I just want to see Batman doing drugs. That's all. Well, basically, we got that, right? That's Kick-Ass, right? Because, isn't Hit Girl's talking about how her dad gives her the special formula, and he's like, that's cocaine.
Big Daddy.
No, it's a special formula.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I just remember that, yeah. He just straight up gives his daughter cocaine and tells her it's crime fighting drugs.
That's one name for it, I suppose.
That's what I'm gonna tell the cops next time. I'm out fighting crime. I'm not doing
exactly.
drugs.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. Yeah, just hold that. Hey, I don't know what you're talking about, man. This is my happy-go-lucky powder. Bangs a rail right off the car.
I'm crime fighting.
Bucks off out the window.
There was
It's not cocaine. It's Michael-caine.
Yeah. There's a Warren Ellis comic. I can't remember what it was called now. It was like a short. They were more like ash can size things, I think. I could be wrong. And I can't remember the name of it. But it was about a kind of like a detective type character, like a problem solver type investigator. But yeah, that was kind of his gimmick. He would take some kind of pill that would just basically make his brain operate a little faster, and he would solve these crimes and come up with these clever solutions. And I can't remember what it was called now. It had a really cool name too, really cool art style. Damn, can't remember. Anyway.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna mix
Yeah,
up.
no, it wasn't like a Marvel book or anything like that. No, it was an indie book. I want to say Avatar probably, Avatar Press probably released it. Yeah, shit, I can't remember.
Yeah,
Something like
that's just Ellis living out a fantasy in his own head, though.
Sorry, what's that?
That's just Ellis living out a fantasy in his own head. Well,
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna do some drugs, and then I'm gonna be really smart.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh no, he does copious amounts of drugs, and that's why he does those awesome stories he does. I mean, just read Doom Patrol, and you can go, oh yeah, this guy does drugs. Speaking of copious amounts of drugs, how's Pittsburgh going?
This was in the 80s.
Just making sure
The
Steve's still
cocaine
listening.
This ain't the Pirates 80s cocaine scandal.
They were just ahead of the curve, is all.
Well, they got busted with the greenies before anybody else did.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'll just say this: they weren't doing steroids. So.
Just enjoying the banter about you guys killing my favorite Michael Keaton Pittsburgher Batman as being a cokehead. So,
Well, to be fair, it was the Robert Pattinson one, so.
You know, he's just the one who did it on camera. All of them are cokeheads. Straight up. I mean, it's the only way Batman can do what Batman does.
That's a
Well,
whole
okay,
different
hold on.
kind-
If that's the case, then what would Adam West be on then? I'm trying to think.
Oh, he's dropping acid so much. I mean,
Acid?
yeah. I'm just gonna say right now, every episode of Batman 66, the cameras were level. It was the cast that was all leaning. They were all straight up.
I mean, that would explain.
So okay, so hold on. So by that
rainbow
logic,
suit.
then. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I said that would explain the rainbow Batman suits from the 60s.
Oh yeah, because the villains were dropping just as much of it too, and they kind of dosed down with a little bit of Molly to kind of cut the curve, and that's why they're all like all touchy feely and doing the bat with Tootsie.
Some of those old Batman comics are crazy. Like, just I'm trying to think. I had this one that was like Batman, Robin, and Superman, and it was super old. It had the cover torn off of it. It was a million years old, and I just remember they're like fighting the Joker, and the Joker has these crazy like, I don't know, they were like cupcake kind of robot things that they were fighting, and it was just the most absurd like fever dream of a Batman story. It just made no sense at all, and it was amazing. I love the stuff from those old Batman comics. It was just so like just ridiculous, like almost Archie Comics level kind of lampoon stories, But yeah, anyway.
Have you ever rewatched the Super Friends?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Super Friends is crazy. There's an episode, I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but I was blown away when I discovered this. Because it actually had the exact same ultimate kind of outcome as it did in the comics. Only the comics made a giant big deal out of it, and it had already been done in the cartoon like it was no big deal. And it was an episode that was called The Death of Superman. And in the episode, him and Firestorm go to this planet, and like basically Superman like sniffs a flower, and the flower has this green kind of pollen that like poisons him and turns him green and kills him dead on the spot. And Super Friends, I was like, what am I watching? I did not see this when I was 6 years old. I only saw this about, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. I was blown away. And they're on this planet where Firestorm, of course, can't manipulate anything that's organic.
Mhm.
So they're on this, this planet that it's all just plant life that he can't do anything to alter it. He couldn't turn the pollen into oxygen. He couldn't do anything like that. So he's helpless, and it's just about Firestorm dealing with the helplessness of Superman dying. And then they have this crazy funeral and everything, and it was exactly like it. Basically, at the end of the funeral, Superman like wakes up. And he's like, yeah, well, I went into my Kryptonian sleep or whatever. And I was like, holy shit, they did that in the comics too. That's bananas. Like, this was a cartoon from 1968 or something like this. I was just blown away. That was awesome.
Went to his Kryptonian sleep. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, the whole episode, he's dead. Like, he dies and he breathes in the flower in the first minute and a half of the show. And then it's just Superman's dead and Firestorm is super fucked up about it. It's really good. But it was crazy. Like, I never saw that one as a kid. I don't think it's weird that they even made that cartoon in a way, because it's just everyone's sad. Superman's dead at his funeral.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed it the first time.
Yeah. Had to be, because it predates the death of Superman by a good 25 years. But yeah, crazy, man.
And they used the same get out of jail card with that one too.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
whole-
That's what I
yeah.
mean. I was like, holy shit, they did that in the comic too. Like, it was kind of an episode about grief. Like, they were trying to like convince Firestorm that everything was okay and it wasn't his fault. And he's so pissed off that his powers are limited to non-organic things that he couldn't do anything to save Superman. And then it was just, it was kind of crazy.
Sounds like the after school special.
Yeah.
Linda's saying Mike's actually using he's using an actual brush and not a dead moose antler.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I got to be honest with you. I'm getting kind of worn out on the found object thing. I know I'm only on like the 7th day.
Well, that's not good.
I'm kind of like, I don't know. I want to do some good art, because everything I've been doing just been like, it's just for jokes, right? It's just kind of fun, but I don't know. I kind of need a better outcome, I think. But I don't know. People seem to like them, so I'll keep going for a little while, I guess. I don't know if I'll get the whole month then.
maybe you can't see the air quotes I'm doing, but maybe you should find some brushes and pens.
Oh, I would too. I could reach randomly into the dark in any corner of my studio and come away with some kind of an art supply. I'm sure I live in an absolute catastrophe mess. So yeah, I'll be drawn with action figures. I got a Bosk around here missing a head. He's getting used. I got random broken old clicks, like hero clicks, stuff like that. Oh yeah, it's a grand old time in here.
Well, I'm saying Erica can drop some brushes around, find the brushes, and just do it.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're still staying within the boundaries you set, but now you can do the art you want.
Yeah.
So, what do you other guys? Sorry, Steve. Are you doing anything for? I don't know, Drawtober, whatever you guys call it as a generic, and then you have your own pivot on it. Steve?
I'm actually doing Villaintober with Camillo and a couple other guys who've been on here. Chris Vance and everybody.
Chris Vance, yeah, I have seen that. Yeah.
Hey, you guys are killing it, man.
Thank you. Yeah, today was Mole Man, so.
Oh, so you guys are all doing the same character?
Yeah, we're all doing like the same character.
Very cool.
We have a prompt list, so Camillo came up with, I believe.
Yeah, it's good. You got to check it out.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have not been online much the last 2 weeks. Work has been just crushing me. COVID is running rampant through Florida. So, yeah, and so we've had people out several times. I've had to cover. So I've been pulling more than my own weight right now, which is fine. But
Yeah.
I wish it was for other reasons, not people being
Yeah.
dumb. So that's cool. And Roberto, are you doing anything for the Drawtober?
Yeah, so mine is Octo Turtle.
Nice.
I'm already behind. I'm an artist.
I'm glad you said that because I was like, I may have to jump in on this one. Yes.
Don't let it stress you out, man. If you get behind, I mean, the whole point of these things is to have fun too. It's I used to get so stressed out about getting behind on them, and when that starts to happen, you might as well just kind of let it go. I definitely been a bit behind, so if I'm gonna take the time to knock out one, I'll sit and knock out two. If I can, but that's only because of stuff I'm doing is really low commitment right now. It's just about the most energy I can muster for. I'm just gonna do these kind of like free form sketches with different objects, and they're limited just by their nature. So there's no point in killing hours and hours of my day doing them. But I did want to do something special this year. I had an idea. I wanted to do something really cool, but it just didn't pan out the way I wanted to. Dodge ended up taking me way too long. The last 10 pages I had to draw of that book were really tough, and it took me way too long to finish that. I was about a good month or two behind in the summer alone, and it really just chopped into all my plans for Inktober. I'd like to get ahead of the game, at least have an idea. Even Erica, like she always does her stuff, her stupid animal hybrids that she does, and she's probably not doing them this year in any kind of like daily capacity. It's a big commitment, but she's doing it every year for the last 6 or 10 years or so, right? So,
so I heard Mike call it Inktober, but I'm just going to keep misnaming it, and I'm going to keep calling it Drawtober because I've already committed.
I should be calling it Inktober.
If you stay Inktober enough times, you might get sued by.
Oh, is that who says it claimed it? He claimed it, or no? So Brandon, what about you? What are you doing this month? Or are you?
I was doing doing the whole ink raw, whatever you want to call it, Tober thing.
Yeah,
I did it the last 3 years, starting in 2020. But this year I figured, okay, I had a I think it's 9x12 sketchbook that I've got all my pieces in. I've got the post numbers. Every year I would do it. I call it the Graveyard Terror, and every day would be a different character from something that was horror based or in the realm of it. There's a whole bunch of other characters I could draw. I just don't have the time at the moment. So not counting this. Just this one I think I'm just gonna take this year and potentially next year just to kind of recharge my batteries, because I kind of got a bit of the same thing that Mike has, where I can get myself burnt out, and I don't want to try it with a few drawings if I can't commit to it for the entire thing. For me personally, I don't like that. So yeah.
As a hack and a fraud, I totally support your decision to not do anything.
I appreciate the vote of confidence there.
So is that on your business card there, Stefan, hacking a fraud? Or
It should be. I think. Yeah, I think it will be on the news set. Yeah. It is pouring rain outside here. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing that in the background.
Getting a bit of rain here, but it's nothing too crazy.
I don't think the rain's hit us yet. I know it's forecasted by tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same storm, boys, but But, I mean,
we want to be part of the conversation.
that Florida rain travels quick up
Big
there.
ass storm.
Yeah, exactly.
I am going to go grab another beer. I will be right back. You guys keep this conversation rolling. Give me 5.
Oh, yeah. Ooh-wee.
How you
How's
feeling,
everybody
Mike?
doing
You
tonight?
right?
Sorry, what's that?
I was just asking how you've been feeling, Mike, because I know you're sick. So
Oh yeah, no, I'm feeling a lot better, thanks. Yeah, it's those first few days are pretty rough, but and Erica is about a couple days behind me. She got it as well. But yeah, she's back at her new job and stuff, and we're both feeling a lot better. Just my big thing is just tired. That seems to be the thing that I remember from the first time I had COVID as well. That just the fatigue hung on for what felt like a very long time. I feel like I'm recovering a little bit more quickly this time. I'm a little healthier this year to start with, but yeah, I'm having a hard time getting my supercharger going. You know, it's been kind of dragging my ass a little bit, but yeah, doing the best I can. You know. But thanks for asking. Yeah, no, it's a nasty thing. I'm sorry to hear that it's running rampant everywhere. It's an ugly bastard of a thing.
Well, I'm gonna jinx
gift
myself
that keeps on
because
giving.
I'm pretty much considering myself the Highlander at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 years, no COVID yet. But
Really?
yep.
In
Knocking on
Florida?
heaven. Yeah.
Bananas. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and everyone in my office said one other person has had it. So we're just deciding which one of us is going to get it, and then the other one will be crowned Highlander.
There can only be one. That's awesome. I'll let that dry for a minute. I'm going to ink this one. All right.
Okay, so I see a lot more Scarlet than Red Sonja in this. So what's Red Sonja going on there?
The sword, the gloves, and
Okay, the glove, right.
that's pretty much it. Really, I'm just gonna. It's that's kind of what I like about it. I think the colors. You know the scarlet colors. Like I think it's gonna be what carries it through. She's got that kind of red quilted armor patch on the shoulder and kind of tan yellow everything. And I'll make the arms chainmail and the leggings chainmail, so it'll be almost like a Red Sonja, like fully covered kind of Red Sonja, like a medieval commando, you know, kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, she's basically just medieval Scarlet. So, but that's kind of what Red Sonja is, right? So, yeah, we'll see. See how it comes out. I thought the idea was good and was worth trying out. And I didn't really have a ton of ideas, so give it a try. I have a cover that I recently did. I was hoping I could show it. I probably am allowed to show it, but I don't want to, just in case I can't yet. But it's pretty cool, and I think you guys will like it. If anyone's going to New York Comic-Con next week, my Eden Frost cover, I didn't know it was only limited to 100, but it is at the Mad Cave booth. So make sure you get one. I think I'm getting some in the mail. Like I think I might be getting some comps. I can't wait to see it. It's a really cool story if you like mythology, if you like alternative history stuff. It's got cool Russian revolutionary history and really cool Jewish mythology, and it's just a really cool book. I was really awesome thing to be a part of. Just even doing a cover, getting to draw the cool characters. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, make sure if you're going to New York, you grab that because
I got Rob running there as proxy for me. Hopefully he can get one.
Oh yeah, I'll be happy to sign it for anybody if they want to mail it to me, or the next time, hang on to it till the next time I see you, and that'd be awesome. That'd be a cool book, I think. They're making a lot of cool books at Mad Cave. I'm pretty impressed. Kelly Williams actually has a Skeeter's book too, which I would have been super bummed I couldn't be at New York this year, because it would have been cool to hang out with Kelly when he's launching his book with those guys, because they're also working on a Dodge or a retcon story.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, that's part of the Kickstarter. They've actually already written it. Actually, it's already in Kelly did some amazing designs, redesigns of some of the characters. So it would have been really cool to hang out with those guys this weekend or next weekend. But maybe next time.
Steve, are you going to New York?
No. I don't have any plans to go anywhere for a while right now. It's about to be peak season at my regular job, so they don't like to let me off during Christmas. So.
Yeah. So what do you do at the post office?
I am in management. I'm acting postmaster right now at the office. Usually just a delivery supervisor, but I'm on a detail, which basically is acting postmaster. So
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a badass title.
My dad was a postmaster. That's awesome.
Yeah, postmaster. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wicked title.
How many aliens do you have working for you?
Probably none, because I hate to say it on camera, because I'm sure there might be a few people watching.
I was going with Men in Black 2 joke. That's all.
No, I know they're not efficient like how the aliens were, so we'll leave it at that.
Okay, all right.
That's what I was going for. Yeah, I know what you meant, but
good.
The efficiency level.
It's because you didn't have the Bismarck Bee there to beatbox and get him on rhythm.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to show my ignorance on Spawn here. So what are you hitting with the green there, Brandon?
Oh, okay. So I've got it so that Venom's eyes, or the influence is that the wider section of it's meant to be like the necroplasm that's coming from that usually comes from Spawn, and then the back of this is the inside of his mouth, the back of his throat, that's linking to his tongue. So I'm just hitting that first before I use one of the darker blues to do this for his. I didn't want to do it in pitch black for his the symbiote, or Lisa, whichever one you go with. But I figured if I go like a midnight blue, and then when I put the ink over, it'll kind of give the illusion of both.
Very cool.
Sorry for that long beep. Erica is making biscotti. Oh yeah. He makes the best biscotti ever. We got cornered by a lady at the market a couple weeks ago, who was we go to the farmers market every Saturday if we can, and there was a lady there who was hustling her biscotti, and she kind of cornered us, and I kind of felt bad, so I got some biscotti, and it was not good biscotti, and Erica was mad because Erica's biscotti was like 10,000 times better, and she was like, "God damn it." Anyway, yeah. So she was like incensed today to make some biscotti. So that's what's happened. It's vengeance with biscotti.
I'm gonna show that bitch up.
That's it.
Doing some anger baking.
Yeah, that's it. Therapeutic anger baking. I'd watch that show. Is there any other kind? I'd watch that show.
Was the oven backing up?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's just Rama backing up. He's a big cat.
How is the kitty? Duque is looking awesome.
Thank you.
Gotta see. Oh yeah, sweet. Nice.
Thinking he's skipping leg day though to get those arms that big.
Well, I think in the comic he only had one big arm and the other arm was small. If I remember right.
Oh, let's look it up. I'm not sure.
Lobo?
That works. No, for Lobo
No,
the Duck.
Lobo Duck.
Oh, Lobo Duck. Yeah, Lobo Duck is a real dude. That's right. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go look that up. I'll let you know.
I remember there was that one where Lobo became a woman briefly, and he had one gigantic arm and one normal arm.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, you're right. Yeah, his gun arm is yoked as fuck, and his chain arm is normal. And his leg, the leg on the opposite side is beefy. I mean, not overly beefy, not as bad as his arm, but it's his left leg and right arm are yoked, and then wow, yeah, they really went nuts on him.
Yeah, they definitely indulged in 90s comic lore with him.
Yeah, he's
Oh, yeah.
spectacular. I know I've got that in my collection and storage. I'll have to pull that one out.
Mm-mm-mm. Trying to come up with a new way of doing things or something. I'm trying to make it. Trying to find something that's gonna, I don't know, make me excited about drawing a little bit more. That's why I kind of do the found object things, because they surprise me sometimes. But yeah, I gotta come up with something. You know, you ever get to that point? I don't know, you guys draw all the time probably, but you just get to a point where you're kind of like, you're just kind of sick of doing things a certain way, and you just want to, I don't know, try something different. But it's kind of hard to break, you know, old habits.
No, I can't say that. Unfortunately, I don't feel that way. I mean, I've been drawing the same way for years. Shitty. So I never really got out of that groove. Once I found it, I kind of stayed in it, and I do like.
Try to see if I can feel Sasha Chan. Working.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Robert, I did forget about the padded helmet. I love it that it's on her though.
Oh, it is a life help thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the real reason is because he can't draw for shit. Second reason, so he could cheat. But the other reason you look at it is like because he designed it completely after a sparring helmet for boxers.
Yeah.
So it does offer. I guess if someone's gonna fucking wrap you in the ears or try to hit you in the back of the head, it's got some value there. But he had to make it into the the potato shape where it just looks like a bunch of potatoes cooked together.
You guys read or about your drawing?
I honestly think well, I mean, I don't follow him enough. I saw that post that Richard reposted, and I'm like, he's got to be trolling, right? Like he
Oh,
doesn't.
totally.
Yeah. So like, and I know it, and it worked because man, there were people just losing their shit
Oh
completely.
yeah.
But it's like, yeah, when someone's
Talking
trolling
about
that
Sam
hard.
Wilson, Captain America.
Hmm?
Are you talking about the one that you did of Falcon as Captain America?
No, it was a follow up to that. He
Is
did
that one's that one's something.
yeah. The whole fixed it, and I'm like, yep. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah, he's just obviously out there just trolling, and it's working. But he made a post about how he's drawn the best Wolverine ever, or something like that. People just lost their mind.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
And it's like those are the things that it's just best to just ignore them and walk away.
Yeah, like you know, it's yeah. I don't know. I thought I didn't see the post. I was just like, it was just the way he kind of worded it. Like, I draw one of the best there is, and I was kind of like, well, I mean, you don't really, but there's probably some kind of weird numbers out there that actually support that. Things
based
he
on
drew with Wolverine on them sold really well, and therefore, on some purely mathematical level, then he's drawn the most successful Wolverines or some bullshit. I don't know, like whatever.
He's probably using sales numbers.
Yeah,
back when comics would sell, hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
So and I'm sure that's what he's using, but again, he's completely trolling.
And there's probably people out there for whom Rob Liefeld, like, maybe seeing his Wolverine was what made them Wolverine fans. I know, like, I was always a Wolverine fan, but I think that, like, even going back to the, it's first showing up in the Hulk and like an Alpha Flight and all these things. But I don't know. I don't think that I can say there's a Rob Liefeld drawing of Wolverine out there that really inspired me, say, as much as like the famous Arthur Adams Wolverine crouching in front of the moon, which pretty much every kid in the 90s had a poster of in their wall. Like, I don't know. Yeah,
maybe it's just he is only like counting all the dentists that love his Wolverine, because I'm sure the dentists, because every one of his characters has like 64 teeth in his head instead of the 32.
The toothers. Yeah.
Team Tooth.
I don't know. Interesting cat though, for sure. And he just he's been made wealthy enough by his business in comics that he can live in a land where he believes he is the best.
Well,
and it's because he's gonna always be richer than anyone you know. Well, maybe not anyone you know, anyone I know. But I don't know.
And we have Levi Strauss to blame for that.
Well, yeah, sure. But comics, he's done pretty well by comics by as far as success is measured, in numbers. But yeah, I mean, he doesn't have the respect of a lot of the people who draw, like guys who really draw. Like, I don't know. My favorite is anytime Reverend Dave Johnson wants to do a tear down on Rob, it's always just so savage and just so clean. It's just so clean, like a sharpened blade. It's just so like. I remember once he shared this Turok one. You guys might remember the Turok Liefeld cover where it's just Turok jumping, and there's a bunch of like kind of superimposed dinosaur images in the background, and he's jumping and he's kind of like fumbling his bow or his arrow. At least to anyone who's ever held a bow and arrow, it looks like he's fumbling them. And and the Reverend just posted it with just, what's even happening here? Or something like that. And I died laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing. And then people are like, oh, you shouldn't be mean to him. They're getting in the comments like, oh, you're being so mean, But he's like, come on, what's he doing? I know that's a big pet peeve of Stefan's too, when people fuck up drawings of archery.
Yeah.
It's a big like
And that one though, I have to say, is probably top of the heap, because if I remember correctly, he doesn't even have the end of the arrow on the string. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
there may not even be a string. Like I'm not sure what's going on in that piece. It's pretty out there, and it's just he actually commented himself like, "Well, it's too bad, and my style is not for everyone." Like he was trying to be like, that guy. And I was just like, "Oh God." Oh. Anyway, sorry. I have to say,
yeah, I just had to look it up real quick. Yeah, the string is like in front of the arrow fletching. It's not even at the end of the arrow. It's just,
yeah,
it's a piece of work. The bow itself doesn't bend.
Yeah, it's just a stick.
Yeah. So if you were let go of the string, even though it's not going to do anything, if it was attached to the arrow, it would just kind of flop right there. Oh, you're amazing, Liefeld. Keep at it. Never stop. You fucking king.
Never change, man.
Never change, baby. Stay with it.
And the thing is, he's rich enough that he doesn't have to, man.
No, yeah. He's there doing the Woody Harrelson, wiping the tears away with his 100 stacks of hundreds.
Well, this is it, yeah.
But it's still worth it. I can drag him. Yeah, Linda, he's done well only if he hasn't had to draw feet. That's why, rocks and tall grass exist.
And water.
And water, yeah.
And water.
Rising mist. Never worry. You can always be saved by random rising mist.
Mm-hmm. And I'll apologize if anybody in the room here is a Liefeld stan, didn't mean to hit your hero that hard, but it's going to happen.
I appreciate the apology. Thank you.
He's got fans, man, for sure. Like
he sure does. Yeah. I mean,
and I like I've said before, I've bored the watchers of this show many times with the story, but I tabled next to the guy at a show, and I have to say, like, he treated his fans like absolute gold. Like I was very impressed. I kind of was expecting him to be a dick, and he wasn't at all. He was totally cool. So that was an interesting.
Well, I think he must have realized, while I have a small but very zealot fan base, I got to treat, because the experience I saw him in Orlando, he was the exact opposite.
Oh yeah.
He was sitting behind his table, the line kept growing, and he was just reading a comic and wouldn't acknowledge anybody until the actual starting time of the signing.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's just sitting there like waiting, and I'm just like, wow, you're kind of an asshole. Yeah, and you're sitting next to Mark Waid, and I'm calling you the asshole. No, Wade's a good guy. So, convention's pretty much done for the year for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me they are. I think I have an event on the 18th of November in Cambridge, Ontario, at the Hero's Tale. And Gail Simone will be there, as well as Calman will be there, and I believe the Becca and a bunch of other cool artists are going to be there. So should be fun.
What's this? Is it a store?
It's an in-store just kind of event, like an in-store comic. Kind of like a hangout.
Cool.
And thing for the fans. Really, really cool store. A fella Andrew who runs a place. I met him at Fan Expo. He's a really nice guy, and all my friends who have been checking out his store, they've been saying the guy's just great, and the artists that he's been supporting, and giving them an opportunity to come out and do cool things at his shop. They've been having a great time. So yeah, I don't know, it should be a fun event.
Yeah. Nice low key.
Yeah, and Gail Simone Cummins pretty cool. I'm a Red Sonja fan, and I think I have her run, which Erica and I both really enjoyed. I may bring that to get. I think I've actually had her sign them before, if I'm not mistaken. But it would just be cool to get to meet her at that event. And I might have an event in the U.S., a very small, brief one, but I can't really say much about it. It all depends on how it goes. If I can make it happen, but it'd be more in the Western U.S. But yeah, a little exciting thing that could be in the works. So.
Oh, you can't talk about it because it's one of the states you're wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the state you're talking about.
I'm gonna
We're
be
good. We're
there.
good.
But yeah, should be fun if I can make it happen.
And is that all? Is that before the end of the year, or is that?
Yeah, it would be roughly around the same time as that other thing too. So I'm kind of figuring out a plan to make that work. It's also right around the time Erica has a show. She has another show this year, jewelry show. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Busy time for both of us. It's always kind of last minute stuff, and she's trying a few new shows this year. So hopefully she can start making some roots at this new show right before Christmas. Is a great time to be selling jewelry, handmade jewelry.
So Erica's not doing her calendar this year. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she's not going to do her calendar. She had some other ideas. Like she's actually got enough material now where she had thought about putting something else like maybe a collected volume together, or just trying some new stuff, or even trying some fresh takes on some of her other ideas. But yeah, we both want to work on something new. We just don't know what. And she started a new job, so she hasn't really. Well, she was going to start a new job until I brought COVID home, and then she caught COVID, and that delayed things about 2 weeks. But now she's back at the new job and stuff, so it's going to be good. But yeah, timing of that was horrible, as it always is. But yeah, I'm pretty much done for shows this year, though. I don't know what's next. I was just invited to a show on the East Coast in May, but it's really hard to plan that far away. But I'll see what I can do. Be fun.
What show's that, or can you not say that one?
I probably shouldn't say, but it's one of the many little East Coast shows out there.
No, that's fine.
This one's in New Brunswick, so it would be a really cool one to check out. Get to see Justin and those guys again, maybe, and some friends out there. But it's tricky now because Erica can't come with me, so my motivation to do shows is lessened because we don't have anyone to look after Rama for us with his insulin shots. So it's kind of limited what we're gonna be able to do together. I might have to be doing a lot more shows alone, which I just like traveling with Erica. So it's we'll see what happens. Yeah, I hate to miss out on the experience, but I also hate to miss out on the experience without Erica there. So because traveling's a really big thing for her. Yeah, we just can't get anyone to help us with the cat, and we're hoping that maybe he'll have a remission and not have diabetes in a few, maybe 6 more months or so. We'll get him tested and see where he's at with it, because he's had a really great response. He's really come back from the insulin and the Silencia shot he's getting and stuff. He's really like a different cat again. So it's been really good. So yeah, see what shows I can do.
So Roberto, how big is your piece you're working on tonight? Oh, I think his mic's gone again.
Uh-oh.
All right, we'll come back to you. Just jump in next time your mic works. Steve, are you going to digitally color your Lobo tonight as well? Or, I mean, not tonight, but.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of regular coloring because I feel like I'm stuck at it. So it's just easier to digitally color. Plus, I don't have a vast Copic library, much like I can pull off on my tablet.
And it's easier to stay in the lines, I find.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, coloring can be really... Once you start, too, that's it, like I have a hard time kind of half-assed once I start coloring. Lots of times I start coloring by hand and wish I had been doing it digital. You know.
We got the visual confirmation from Roberto, 11x14. So we're gonna have an episode with Roberto and Carl on at the same time.
Yeah.
We're both their mics don't work, and they spend half the show having to write answers to my questions, and I'll just harass them the entire time. And it'll just be Roberto and Carl.
Man, that Axel's Inferno is going to be awesome. That's
Dude, yeah, you have no idea. I'm almost upset at Carl how good it is.
I know he shared a couple of pieces with me and some of the work that Wesley's been doing, and it's just like mental.
Mm-hmm.
He's really like next level with this one. I mean, I've always loved his work, but like, you know, I get these peaks at his breakdowns, and then he shows how they finish out with ink, and I'm just like, holy crap, that guy's a monster.
Yeah, Wesley's doing an awesome job coloring that one.
Yeah, he's really kind of letting loose, doing crazy stuff. It's awesome.
And have you seen pages where like the difference between where stuff that's in hell and stuff that's on the, you know, the earthly plane?
Yeah.
I'm really digging that, how he took that.
It's nuts.
Of course, you know, they got that hack writer Dan Chichester on it, so you know those two will have to carry him along.
Checking audio.
Hey, there he is.
Man alive, I don't know.
You get 10 minutes every hour. That's their allotment.
Got to pay the premium.
That's right. that AOL dial-up is rough.
Okay. Here in buttfuck Calgary.
I missed the Calgary show, man. It's a huge show, crazy big show. How was it this year or last year?
Dude, it was.
Yeah.
This was my second year with the guest spot. So
oh yeah, nice.
I was just in a much better place. Yeah.
Oh, that's good, man.
Then hopefully, I don't think it's gonna happen next year, but year after when the convention center opens. That's great.
Oh, a new convention center in Calgary.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Spend all that oil money to get a new convention center.
Huh.
That looks great.
Such a huge venue, the Calgary one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's massive. Yeah, broken up into a couple of areas, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. Really good show. Really, the year that I went was a bad year to go. Apparently, the year before would have been the peak year to go. Just in terms of like the oil kind of crashed the week before, the month before that we got there. And for years, he had been telling me how great the show was and how he had people who would just come and buy his entire portfolio of prints, like,
Jesus.
one stop shopping, just dropping $400 and $500 at his table just on prints. Like, he said it was just bananas. Yeah. So I was always trying to go, and then finally I was able to figure it out and got guest status one year and was able to come out and yeah, it was a bad year to go. I ended up coming home probably $2,000 in debt with my tail between my legs and just wondering what happened, and then everyone was like, "You didn't make money in Calgary? How did you not make money in Calgary?" Like, like I had done something wrong, and I was like, "Oh, No one has any money right now. It's really bad right now. That's what literally everyone said when they came to my table. It was a terrible turn of events. But had I been there the month before, it would have been like Hugh said, just like Shangri-La.
What year was that?
This would have been like 20. I want to say it was 2015 when I went. But it was a really bad year. Yeah, it was a really bad year, and but the year before that had been like Hugh. I can't remember what the numbers he said was, but it was crazy numbers for a Comic-Con, like 4 and 5 times my best numbers at a show easily, and I couldn't believe it, and that was just kind of normal. He was just like, yeah, it's always like this. And it was not the case for us, but I'd love to go back. It ain't always about the money, at these shows. It's if I didn't do those kind of shows, I wouldn't leave the house at all, probably. So it's a good way to get out and see everybody. Otherwise, it's very solitary work that we do.
Steve, I take it you're stippling at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stabbing the paper.
Yeah. It looks like you're attacking the duck there for sure. Or at least giving him a good, or actually it looks like giving him a good time considering your hand was off camera and he was just, bouncing there.
Oh.
So Roberta, is your piece going to be black and white, or are you going to use any wash or color, or what's your plan with this?
I think I might try some grayscale coat, just give it some depth.
Nice.
I don't know how clear it is on screen.
Oh, it's very clear. Yeah.
Everyone just the ass. That's all I can tell. I'll be all happy.
Well, we are zooming in. Yes. I mean, that's actually all we're saying.
Awesome.
Now, yeah.
Perfect. Guys are pros.
Yeah. It's all 90s all the time here. All right, so Brandon, you got to explain your Instagram title or name to me. The Mad King 23. What's that?
Oh, it's yeah, I can understand the miscommunication on that one. Yeah, no, it's not that I'm a king or any of that garbage. No, it's a reference to Diablo 3, the one of the first bosses that you fight in the game. He's known as the Mad King. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played, but that's where I got it. When I heard the title, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I'm a big Sons of Anarchy fan. One of my favorite episodes is called The Mad King as well. So I'm like, oh, okay, fuck, I'll just go ahead. I got 2 things that have the same title. I might as well just use that. I couldn't think of anything else.
Fair enough.
The easiest thing that wasn't taken, and I like it.
I mean,
Yeah,
you had put 23.
I
I was assuming you were. I mean, I'm guessing you're like the 23rd person to get it.
Oh no! The 23. That's for the day I was born, July 23rd. The birthday thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Great. So just go ahead and tell me your social and your.
Yeah. Yes, I live at 123 Main Street. But yeah, no. The if I was gonna go on an ego trip, it probably would have been like, I don't know, Omniscient God 007 or something.
There you go.
So, Stefan, tell us, what are you drawing tonight?
Beers.
Oh, okay. Okay, just
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah. No, I'm one of those that like I do some pretty solid hand turkeys, stick figures. I can make a flip book like no one's business. But no,
Oh man, I haven't made one of those in a long time.
my ability to take other people's art and make motion to it. Although I do have two
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I have 2 boxes of the Mighty Men and Monster Makers because I accidentally didn't realize I was on a long-term bid on eBay, so I got a second one. So, and I finally got
those bad boys up, man.
Oh, and they're 2 full sets. So,
oh, dude, that's awesome. I got a full set too. You gotta fire them up. It's so good.
Yeah, well, I got Thomas working on making some 3D because I bought one for him so he could.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he could make the templates.
Oh my god.
So he's gonna 3D print them, and we will be doing that one night. But I figure I got my overhead camera rig set up on my other table now for the gaming, but it's also going to be a drawing table if I need it. And I figure next episode we have an artist drop out. I'm just gonna fucking step in and just etch me out some mighty monsters.
Love it. I love it. That's gonna be great.
Of course, now I'm just.
I don't want to be the one responsible to make you draw now and pull out next time. Like, I think I'm gonna just cancel. Stefan, you're up.
Yeah. So is Dodge finally done there, Mike? Or
yeah, well, it's being colored right now, and the coloring's coming a little bit slow. Our colorist has been having some health issues, and but it's coming along, and yeah, it's I'm really excited to see how it's gonna come out in print. I'm working on some Dodge art rewards still. That Lobo that I posted the other day, that was
awesome. Yeah.
Thank you. That was for
yeah, that was really sick.
Thank you, man. That was for Eric Paris. He was one of our big. He backed at the main man level on the Kickstarter, which got him that piece, and I got a couple more of those Lobo covers. Actually, I'm gonna maybe do another one soon. But yeah, I have a couple of 6x9s to do. I have one 18x24 to do, and I have one 11x17 to do. But I'm a little bit further behind than planned. But you know, we got a little bit of time because of the color delay anyway. So I guess I'm just going to keep on hammering away on the art rewards and try to get them ready to go. So by the time that we have the books in hand, we'll be able to ship everything out at the same time. And yeah, and then after that, I guess we're going to probably be looking at planning for the Kickstarter for the collected graphic novel edition, which would we're hoping will you know get us into comic shops and stuff and make Dodge accessible to everybody, because it was always a plan. It's a prequel to Retcon from Image, so in theory, it would be easier to sell the graphic novels alongside the Retcon books as well, from Matt's first story there. So yeah, we'll see. Some really cool stuff happening kind of behind the scenes, but it's it's just been a quiet time. I'm really negligent, and to any of the Dodge backers listening to this, like I apologize for being so negligent with the updates and stuff. It's just been kind of a crazy summer, and it's just been a lot to deal with. So I will be making an update soon. I know some of you are waiting to see what pages are available for the story, pledge for pages, and our rewards. Obviously, I've got to get requests. Some of people I've already heard from have already given me their request for art rewards. If you haven't given me your request for your art reward, don't worry about it. You didn't miss anything. I haven't asked for them yet. I've just been told by certain people who I know in real life and in the social media world what they wanted, so I was able to get started on a few. But feel free to reach out to me if you backed in any of those levels and want to get your request in, because that's what I'm going to be doing this month. Is just basically drawing all those Dodge Art rewards and getting them ready to ship by the end of the month, hopefully.
And Steve, anytime your cat just comes on camera, don't worry about it. Everyone just went kitty, so yeah. So, we could just put up 2 hours of cat cam and, you just draw off camera and people would still be happy, I think.
These 2 yellow kittens, man, they are something else, constantly getting in everything.
It's adorable.
We had a box of dog treats that my daughter uses when she has her lemonade stand for the neighborhood dogs, and they got in there and were eating them the other day. I'm like, what are you doing?
I had a cat that loved dog treats. I had to keep him away. Yeah, Dan said pet tags. Yep. Yeah, well, Linda said her reward is being framed. I'm assuming that's like Carl art.
Oh yeah, man, yeah. They got a couple of the nicest pages I think I've ever drawn. But they were, I got to draw Carl as a werewolf or becoming a werewolf, and super cool page, super fun page. I can't wait for you guys to see it all. It's
I'm looking forward to it. Anybody else have any projects right now they want to promote or talk about?
Got nothing.
Well, I didn't mean to make it awkward.
Nothing.
Sorry, guys. Again, hacking a fraud. I should have asked before we started.
I've got a few going now.
Yeah, what you got?
So I got my series that I started out with called Embryo, fighting card. We're trying to get 7 ready to go for spring.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a struggling musician who questions everything about his life when a freak accident is natural. So a lot of like really crazy visual kind of stuff, astral plane level kind of stuff. A lot of visuals. Fun.
oh yeah.
So yeah, they're
my one
doing
other-
drugs with Grant Morrison, then, right? Yeah, you
Then
don't.
my one
You don't.
other-
You don't want to jump right to Grant Morrison levels. You got to work your way up.
Oh God, no! I got to get
Yeah.
there.
Sorry, I interrupted you. What was the other thing?
Oh,
you were
no,
talking
it's all good. You gotta get that joke in.
I do, and I don't know if you've seen all the shows or not, but this group is notoriously known for killing my jokes. So I appreciate you stepping aside and letting my joke fly, because
Everyone's so serious.
it's the one thing I bring to this.
I'm the newbie, man. I gotta.
Yeah, don't learn those bad habits right away. But what was the other project you were talking about?
Right, what was?
Oh no, you were about to say something, and I jumped in with the Grant
Oh yeah,
Morrison
so the
stuff.
project I have is so it was I have another book called Prayers, trying to get done.
Mhm.
A guy accidentally impregnates a sewer monster.
Oh wait, wait. How do you you don't trip and fall and your dick falls into a sewer monster? I mean, how do you accidentally impregnate it?
Got to read the book to figure out what happened.
So, I'm just saying, this is why you don't jerk off in the shower, fellas. Yeah, you're gonna impregnate a sewer monster.
That's what happens. God judge you, and you're gonna knock up the sewer monster.
Okay, so this is issue 2 you're working on. Where would we find issue 1? Because I need to find issue 1 like now.
So far, it's just been local shop.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out a way. It used to be on Comixology, but
Yep.
so I think we're trying to figure out what. have issue 1 available, or just wait our collected version instead.
Okay.
Whatever you feel best.
You tell me what you want for a PDF copy of issue 1 until you figure out what you're going to do, because I need a copy of issue 1 to read, because I need to know how this dude accidentally impregnates a sewer monster, because I'm not going to sleep tonight unless I know this answer.
All right, I'll see if I can get you a copy.
Well, I don't want you to give it to me. I want to pay for it. So you let me know how much it's going to cost. All right.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. No one works for free. And now I understand no one has a follow-up on that, because once you hear there's a story about a dude accidentally impregnating a sewer monster, everyone else is like, yep. We're done.
Yeah, how are we supposed to top that? How the fuck are we supposed to stop that, man? At least without making up some shit, anyway.
Yeah, and I do have follow-up questions too, but that's more for okay, how did you come up with this storyline? Is this you threw a bunch of shit in a hat and grabbed and pulled, or but I'm not. Don't mean that insulting. I'm just making the joke. But I'm assuming you have a full plot line out. Yeah, that I'm definitely gonna have.
That was not even me. My writing partner who came up with the idea, he is twisted. He has entire
no.
Just completely fucked up. It works. I was kind of happy to do it. There's one page where he kind of let me. I didn't follow the script, but kind of whatever I wanted. Basically. Let's just say it's the inception scene. How this all gets started. I got to draw and write that whole myself. So there's a lot of oohs and ahs, different sound effects.
Oh no.
Oh my.
It's unintentional.
That Scarlet's looking really nice.
Oh,
now the chainmail works. Yeah, going full the chainmail now.
Yeah, and when it's in color, when you see the yellow tan leather, and then I'll probably do the chainmail in that kind of gray, that gray kind of marker black color, and it'll look like that GI Joe color palette a little bit. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Fun character anyway. I always liked Scarlet. I always thought she was pretty cool. I always liked CoverGirl too. CoverGirl had the javelins, which I always thought was kind of.
Yeah, I was always kind of on that one. I was like, I know we're trying to sell product here, but javelins, really? Yeah, just never really made a lot of sense for me, because everyone else is shooting, inaccurate lasers, and she's running up with a javelin.
Yeah, they were cool javelins, mind you. They were kind of I would love to.
Now, next time you do a mashup, you're going to need to do Zartana.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. I would love to work on some G.I. Joe stuff, man. That's a property I've never gotten a chance to touch. And I know it's coming back with Image and stuff like that, but there's a short list of people who are allowed to work on it. And I'm not on that list. So I would love to be, though. Because, they're going to do some stuff with Mary Hama, and it's going to be interesting, I think.
All right, Internet, make it happen. Get Mike on the list for G.I. Joe.
Yeah, really. Give me a G.I. Joe cover, man. I would have loved it done for IDW when they had the license, though, man. They had some cool stuff. Like, I almost did a Snake Eyes cover once. I think that almost happened. I can't remember. We ended up switching gears and doing something else instead. But, yeah, that would have been fun. I just thought she would be like, basically just be like Red Sonja, but she'd have a crossbow. It's just Red Sonja with different colors on, but you know what? It's still cool. I had thought about doing War Duque, but using Duque from G.I. Joe and mashing it with War Duque. This War Duque from D&D. And that would just be funny.
I would say it would just be Duque in a pair of Speedos and a helmet then.
Yeah, because the costume is just so ridiculous, but just have him standing there looking completely absurd. Because without the helmet, that costume is some straight clownery. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But the helmet makes it work. But with Duque, you couldn't have the helmet. You'd have to show off the blonde brush cut, right? So
yeah. Well, he'd be holding the helmet, like he hasn't put it on.
Yeah, you'd have to hold the helmet. Yeah.
Yeah. It would be his flight helmet.
Yeah.
Duke's running around and flying in his Speedos and half chainmail.
One of the ideas I had if I was going to do a Red Sonja and Scarlet would be to do like a Gung Ho Nan, like cross between Conan and Gung Ho.
It'd just be Conan with a turret gun.
A big mustache, a big mustache and a bald head. I'd make the mustache like cropped like Conan's bangs, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, well, Linda's putting it out in the universe there, so let's see if it happens. She's gonna make her secret board.
Sweet. Linda's got the powerful magic.
And Randy's upset there's no Iron Lantern, but I told him to watch the last episode, that we did this because you did an Iron Lantern then, so we're good.
Oh yeah, I did an Iron Lantern. How many times have we done an Amalgam? Like 50 times?
Nope. We've done it three times, once per season. Or once. Yeah, we didn't do the first season, but yeah, we've only done one per second, third, and this season.
Because I know I did that dancing Thanoside last time. Or not last time before last.
And that was an issue too, yeah.
And then I did the hyena, I believe.
Yeah, because I have that one.
Yeah, and then the Iron
but that one you did two. There was one episode where you did two pieces.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that might be it. Yeah. Huh.
All blends in.
Dancing Thanoside. Just really feeling the groove, feeling all that power.
Oh no, I am wrong. We did do it twice last season.
That's what I thought. I thought we had two. We had two. Yeah.
You're right. We did one in January and one in February.
Right.
All right, so we are coming up on 15 minutes.
Huh.
So just let everybody know. So last auction was the last auction. We are not going to do the auctions on the Things Are Getting Sketchy page anymore. We're just going to let the guys, put it up on their web pages. So make sure you follow everybody if you're not already on their Instagram and their Facebook pages. And that way you can see when they put these up, however they choose to put these out in the world. That way, if you're interested in one of them, you can grab them. So we're turning tags more into just kind of a casual hangout and draw session.
Yep, I'm down with that, man.
Yep. Likewise.
Absolutely,
Again, we're
Just
everyone's
to be a
kind of,
contrarian, no, I'm not okay with it. Fuck
well,
that.
that's cool. But 3 of the 4 people are leaning into me being a hack and a fraud, and I appreciate that.
I'm gonna let this dry. Go back to the sky.
And just to let everybody know too, next week is our TMNT night. So Steve will be back for that evening too. So
Woohoo!
yeah. Our only TMNT night for this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we kind of overdid it last year. I
didn't get my name on the list this year. I will be drawing along at home though, probably.
Actually, there might be an open spot. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do another fake cover. Tempt the universe.
Another fake cover?
Yeah. I very often just do a fake cover for TMNT night.
Oh.
Like, I just go do a piece that would be laid out for a cover, and then never know.
Real quick, so that entire night that you've worked on, okay, never mind. So the entire night you've been working on Thor Ryan, we have yet to see his head, but now that you turned him upside down, we can actually see his head.
Oh yeah, no, his head's very small. It's a weird perspective shot. On camera, it's gonna look even weirder. But yeah, he's got kind of his face is all darked in.
Yeah.
No,
he's yeah. It's just he's been cut off by the top of the frame the entire night. And
then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the camera just needs to be like an inch higher, but I don't have a way of doing that really because of how I've got it set up.
I know. So.
Yeah. So, has anyone got any? It's Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend.
Oh, is it this weekend? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Normally it lines up with the New York Comic Con, but not this year. This year we don't really have any plans. Normally I go see my parents.
So wait, what's the actual? Is it Monday? That's the day, or when's?
I guess. Well, yeah, tomorrow and like the Sunday and Monday. I think we kind of do a Sunday Monday thing. I think Monday's the actual holiday.
Gotcha.
Yes. When you're freelance, you forget what days are holidays. None of them are actually holidays. So just
they're all holidays. Yeah.
Every day's a holiday. Like that. Oh, like do what you love and never work a day in your life. It's more like do what you love and work all of the time and never be able to sleep. That's what the more accurate description of it is. But it's good.
Oh, you don't have to convince me, buddy. I believe you. So yeah, so our other 2 Canadians, you guys got any plans? You family, friends, just chilling? Not a lot of football on your Thanksgiving, so I'm not sure what you guys do.
Yeah, we're trying to see if get together a little bit of family, but I haven't heard back from yet. So if that doesn't go through, then we'll probably just something. I'm not really too sure. Not really too sure.
Yeah, I can only assume that Roberto dropped the dankest of dank jokes, and we are all missing out because.
No,
it's blocked out again.
Oh yeah, he's talking now. Oh. But for a second there, he wasn't coming through. Yeah. So I'm sorry. What did you say, Roberto? What are you doing?
No, it's whole fun. I got dinner with my in-laws tomorrow. Monday.
the stuff he's doing on Monday is going to be lit. We all know it.
It must be has some really good shit.
Yeah. Even Calgary's like, no, you can't talk about that. Cuts him off.
Can't talk about that. That's only for us.
That stays here, man.
Americans here.
You can't be giving away our secrets like that, pal.
They must never know.
That's right.
Stupid. I think I might do my own calendar this year.
Oh,
I had an idea to do a calendar where every page, like every new month, is a different sequential page in a story. So it'd really only be like a 12-page comic, but every page would be kind of an epic page. Like there might be, if I was using a square format, I might make it like a 20 panel page, like really tell a little story. And then that way you're kind of on a cliffhanger every month, waiting to flip to the next month to get the story.
That's adorable that you think people are going to wait.
Oh, I know. I would, because the value of just having good things to look forward to is worth more than you think sometimes. But I don't know. Maybe it would be fun to do. I have some ideas where the actual time of year could help affect the story. I don't know. Got some thoughts on it. We'll see. Got a bunch of ideas, but I don't feel like any of them are really super strong because they're kind of too. I don't know though how to say it. The kind of thing you're not sure if anyone's going to actually care, But
it's art, baby. Who cares if anybody cares?
Well, that's it. Yeah, you just have to like make it for you and just and if they like it, they'll like it, and if they don't, well, that's fine. But yeah, I have a couple stories I kind of want to tell. I think and might be fun format for doing it.
Stick to the classic calendar comic book. I think it could work.
Yeah. That'd be kind of fun. I'll make the pieces really big, like really, really huge paper. Make the originals like really, really epic and tell an original story. And then I don't know, maybe it's the kind of thing that I can keep going with every year. Keep on building a bigger and bigger story, and then in 10 years have a huge epic piece that I could sell as a book or something like that. I don't know. Just play around with something, but whatever the next thing I do is I want it to be mine. I want it to be entirely mine. Writing it and drawing it, and I don't know. We'll see. Sorry for the tape noises. It might be coming across like thunder.
Oh, is that what that is? I thought it was like a warp sound effect being played. Like, whoom, whoom, whoom.
No, it's just the tape.
That's what it sounds like on my end.
You think we're like shock jocks on the morning zoo? Come on, we're better than that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Sound effect. All right. Getting there.
Yeah, I always enjoy when you do the that kind of cloudy background I don't know what you want to call
Yeah.
that wash. It's always neat.
Wet on wet stuff. It's fun. Works for characters.
Well,
like
you have
this.
no idea. I couldn't resist the blue humor for wet on wet.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll explain the joke because it landed horribly, but if I explain it, it's funny.
I thought maybe you were hearing something off camera that.
Yeah, there's always that possibility. True.
You guys see that crazy cover that Danny Harrell did for Josie and the Pussycats?
Yes, that was so good.
With Robert Ahmad.
Yeah,
That's
it looks really cool.
It looks so good, man. I love it.
Yeah.
That guy Robert, he's really unbelievable. The artist of Rebel Girls. He's working on something kind of special right now, and he's working through it so quickly. I'm kind of humbled by what the guy's producing. He's just making some really cool shit. You guys will hear about it soon, I'm sure. But it's they put that cover together really fast, and it's just the guy just is a real natural with comics and storytelling, and I think they're a pretty good match. Never seen anyone work as fast as this guy works in terms of just page production, and it's really humbling when I'm a person who's very slow doing pages. See someone knock out layouts and finished inks on pages. Granted the style's a little bit more, cartoony, perhaps, but the execution of the storytelling is just like second to none. Really impressive stuff. So, if you guys haven't checked out Rebel Girls, definitely check it out because it's really cool sequential art and storytelling happening there. But this new thing he's working on, man. Whew.
Mike has become the teenage girl with all of his teasers this evening. Yeah. Just drop out of social meets. Yeah.
Throwing darts out into the future. That's all.
All right, guys, we are at 9:00. So we're going to call it for the evening, but it was super awesome hanging with everybody tonight. And, Mike, I'm sure most people already know where to find you online, but just in case they don't, you want to let them know?
Oh, yeah. You can find me at Uncouth Ruth on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, Stomp and Clomp and all that other crap,
Yeah, Cloud, Loud, whatever.
Yeah. X, whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm Uncouth Ruth online, and I post crappy drawings all month. This month of found object sketches done with random junk I find in my apartment.
So the quick question: are you actually posting on Threads and Blue Sky, or are you just?
Not as often as I should. I'm mostly posting on Instagram and cross posting over to Facebook.
Well, you can set it up to where Instagram should go right to your Threads too.
Yeah, it might actually. Yeah, I can probably set it up like that. I haven't done much posting on Threads, but it's pretty cool. I'm finding Threads and Blue Sky kind of interesting because it's just all comic book creators and stuff that I'm following there, and
nice.
It's just a little bit more control, a little tighter audience. So yeah,
cool. Steve, what about you, man?
I'm just on Facebook and Instagram as artist Stephen King, and that's really about it. I did get an invite for Blue Sky through Mr. Mike here, but I have no clue what I'm doing on that yet. So, but it's also artist Stephen King on that too. So,
excellent. Gotta be consistent, not like me.
Yeah.
Who's got 3 different tags because again, kind of fraud.
that should be the new one.
Sorry, I think I have a different name on each of the platforms. So, yep, because I'm smart. Roberto, what about you, man?
Okay. Guys.
Yay! There he is.
Yes, we can hear you.
So I wrote it all down. Just Google Rad Pencil or just go to radpencil.com. I have Instagram, Facebook, all that shit. Yeah, Octurtle. Me and my wife have a shop, a whole bunch of all that. Madvessels.com.
Perfect. All right, and Brandon.
So I'm on the classics. So I'm on Facebook and on Instagram. The Instagram is the madking.xxii or 23 in Roman numerals. And the link to my website's there too. Madhouse Illustration. .bigcartel.com. Feel free to reach out. The email's open anytime. I check it every day if I can't get through the messenger on it. But yeah, look forward to hopefully hearing some of you. If not, totally cool. Well, doesn't bother me. Fun to draw, fun to hang around, and like I said, again, thank you for having me on here.
Oh no, we will definitely be having you back too. So it's fun having everybody here.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. As you guys are delightful to have. So you
man.
laughed at my joke, so
wanna
you're already so far ahead of some of the other artists. So you guys are great.
He's getting a pass.
Yeah. All right. Well, and we will see you next week. Nathan will be hosting, and it will be our TMNT night. As for me, you don't want to follow me on social because I don't do anything really on social. I'm just here with the guys. So everybody have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next week.